What's the first thing most people do when they want to get better at poker? They search for a coach. They join a training site. Because if someone's already been where you are trying to go, why not just learn from them, right? But here's the thing nobody tells you up front. Even with the best coach in the world, even if they have crushed the game for years, there's still a very good chance you'll walk away with less money, more confusion, and zero idea why it did not work for you. And if you ever spent money on coaching or even thought about it, this might be the most important poker video you'll watch this year. It goes without saying that if you want to get better at poker, you should learn from those who are smarter or more experienced than you are. But here's where it gets tricky: how you perceive the information given to you, and how you apply it in real time under pressure across months and years. And in poker, that gap between what's taught and what's actually usable in the heat of battle is wider than most people realize. Let's start with the simple truth. The path to a deep, professional understanding of what it actually takes to succeed long-term as a poker pro, that path cannot be passed on through just a few sessions with the coach. I don't care how good the coach is. And when I say long-term, I don't mean a few good months. I mean years of consistent results, of surviving downswings, of adapting to evolving strategies, of staying sane when variance is punching you in the face. The truth is, no matter how many hands you have multi-tabled online in a single year, the online poker environment is shifting so rapidly that even 1,000,000 hands played in a short span is not enough if it's compressed into only 1 or 2 years of actual time. Now think about that for a second. You could play more hands than a live pro plays in a decade and still be underprepared. If poker coaching was truly the golden ticket everyone makes it out to be, players would be printing money left and right, but they're not. So let me be clear, I'm not here to bash any individual coach. Let's put that to rest now. I'm not saying coaching is a scam. I'm talking about the process, the system, the expectation around coaching, and how it's been massively overhyped as this holy grail that guarantees success. Because here's the mindset a lot of players fall into. I don't want to put in the grind, I don't want to spend years figuring it out on my own, so I'll just shortcut the process. I'll find the best in the business, and I'll just learn what they do. And honestly, that thinking isn't even wrong. It's the best option available at the moment. But the problem is, no one talks about the hidden issue that just lie under the surface. Let's start with the most obvious one. Every coach has their own style. And since that style is what got them success, why would they teach you anything else? You're not learning poker as a clean, pure science. You're learning their style. So if that style makes money for them, well, great. But is it necessarily the right fit for you? Let's take a little analogy here. A race car driver can zoom around the track at 150 miles an hour and be perfectly safe because they've trained for it. They've built up the reflexes, the instincts, the muscle memory. But if they tried to teach a brand new driver to do the same thing, that would be irresponsible, maybe even dangerous. Now maybe that comparison is a little dramatic, but I'll tell you this: every playstyle has variance baked into it. And the higher the win rate you're chasing, the more variance you're going to have to stomach. Imagine we have got a list of hourly pay rates in poker, from $10 per hour up to $100 per hour. Let's say for argument's sake, we are all at equal skill level. You and me, same knowledge, same technical understanding. But here's the twist. In poker, your variance is tied directly to your edge. Want to make $100 an hour? Great. Be prepared for massive swings, be prepared for losing months, be prepared for heartbreak. Some players will tell you variance is your greatest ally, and they're kinda right. Without variance, there'd be no losing players. And without losing players, there's no game at all. Other players will say variance is your best enemy, and they are also right, because variance can emotionally wreck you. It can shatter your confidence. It can keep you from reaching the skill level you're truly capable of. The truth? Variance is both your greatest ally and your greatest enemy. So what does that mean for coaching? Let's go back to that scale of hourly rates. And now imagine we apply the same scale to a psychological tolerance. How much can you really handle? How many downswings before your mindset cracks? How many sessions before you stop trusting the process? Here's the truth no one tells you. It's highly unlikely that you and your coach will share the same risk appetite. And that matters because coaching isn't just a transfer of knowledge. It's one human trying to transfer a system to another human who already has years of programming, trauma, habits, biases, and personality quirks baked into it. Which means it's very possible you simply won't be able to mentally accept the volatility that's built into the playstyle being taught to you. And if that happens, it does not matter how technically correct the strategy is, it will fall apart when the pressure kicks in. This is the same problem people face in financial trading. One of the most respected traders of all time, Victor Sperandio, talks about this in the New Market Wizards. At one point, Sperandio personally mentored 38 trainees. He explained every detail of his trading strategy to them, step by step. These were high-level insights from a guy who made millions in the markets. Guess how many ended up profitable? Only 5. And even then, it's not clear how long they stayed profitable. Sperandio blamed it on one thing: lack of emotional restraint. They could not handle it. They understood the theory, they learned the moves, but when it came to execute, they fell apart under pressure. And this is exactly what happens in poker. When you rely on someone else's method, a method that you haven't truly made your own, you start to doubt it the moment things go wrong, especially when the negative variance hits. That's the fatal flaw with copying other people's style. When it's no longer your game and things go south, you don't trust the system. You hesitate, you tweak things, you abandon the plan. And then the whole strategy collapses. Now let's take it a step further. What if the style you're learning has a 30-40 buy-in downswing built into it? Can you mentally handle that? Can you survive the storm without tilting, without second-guessing your coach, your bankroll, or your entire decision to play the game? Because most people can't, and this is where coaching websites come into picture. These sites put up tons of great content, but the very fact that the knowledge is so widely distributed makes it less powerful. When 10,000 players are studying the same tactics, those tactics stop being edge-gaining. They become standard, and soon they become outdated. There are no shortcuts to mastering poker, not anymore. No secret course, no magical Discord group. Making money in online poker long-term is about one thing: constant, never-ending reinvention. You have to update your strategies, you have to evolve your approach, you have to grow not just in skill, but in mindset. And anyone telling you otherwise is selling you a dream. So yeah, coaching has value. It can speed up your growth. It can spark ideas, but it's not the answer to everything. Because this game, it's mental, it's personal, it's brutal. And the truth is, nobody can play your hands for you. You've got to earn your edge the hard way.